Good afternoon guys, welcome back. Nice to see you again on another live stream on my channel. Hey Ivan, welcome. Nice to meet you. Hey Norflower, welcome back. Hey Rogerio, nice to meet you as well. I'm glad that you can finally watch my live stream. Welcome. I'm not streaming regularly, so it's hard to... I don't have any schedule yet, as I'm from Poland, by the way, living in Europe. So at the moment it's 3:30 p.m. But I'm not really streaming regularly, so it's hard to find some schedule. But afternoons, especially nowadays, is the time when I'm most likely to stream, as most of my evenings, during most of my evenings, I'm busy preparing for the Blitz Cup, the tournament, which will take place in 2 weeks, in 14 days, as the title suggests, on the European server. But I think once the tournament is finished, I'll be back with some evening live streams, as well, as I know most of my viewers are during the afternoons. They're busy. They're either at work or at school, or they are beginning their day because they live in a different time zone. So the afternoons are not the best time of the day. I'm aware of that, but at the moment it's one of the few times I'm able to host a live stream simply. Hey Napoleon. I'm great. I'm great. Looking forward to the tournament as well. Maybe not to the one this weekend. I wasn't really able to watch the games earlier today as I was at school. Only saw a few games of Feast and ID in the lower bracket. Both teams, well, had their ups and downs. Feast definitely uh, the favorite, I would say. Getting knocked out straight away during the first day of the tournament. Both underdogs advancing to the upper bracket. Interesting, but well, Asian tournament is not the one I'm looking forward to. It's the European one I've been practicing for a couple of months already. Hey Subaru, welcome. Hey Adam. Yeah, thanks. Did you change your avatar? Let's see, you did. Yeah, the Legion avatar gives you additional 20% RNG, in case you didn't know. You click on the top left corner of your screen. I have the golden edition one, so it gives me 50%. But every player on the European server has the blue one. It gives 20%. Still good. I wouldn't complain about it. That's for free. And at the same time, you can show your support to the Legion team that I'm playing in, and who's a team captain of. Hey Tony, welcome. Hey Vilden, welcome Sebla. And today we'll be playing with Last from EG, who also has a golden avatar, endgame avatar, as he's playing in EG for this year's Blitz Cup. Hey Yakov, we'll be playing tier 10 most likely, of course. Currently at 80.79%, willing to get 80.80% as the title suggests. I already was able to get 80.80 a few days ago, but I've recently dropped, so we need to regain it real quick. Hey, Jakub, welcome. Hey Troshnable, hey Chubber. Hey Yo-Yo, nice to meet you. Hey Umar, hey Yula, hey Nick, welcome guys. GV versus HLV. Yeah, this is the first match tomorrow. I didn't see their games today. I only saw a few battles of Feast versus ID. As I was at school, I was busy in the. It was actually early afternoon for me. Well, let's start with a double T20 platoon as usual with last. Let's see how it goes. Emil won win rate farm? Not necessarily. I've given up on Emil. I've played over 300 battles with the Emil. I think I squeezed all the win rate out of him already. Hey Viper. Hey, welcome. I'm sorry, I don't know Arabic, so I'm not able to pronounce your name. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Hey Vihanga. 30 viewers already, above 30 viewers. Insane, guys. Make sure to click the like button if you haven't done it yet. It's really helpful, simple, and pretty necessary in terms of further channel development. Yeah, and we are meanwhile waiting for our first battle of this afternoon's live stream. We've lost on tier 10 in a double T22 platoon. Looking forward to a successful session, looking forward to reaching at least 80.80%. As I don't know if you know, but I said that I would reach 81% before the beginning of Blitz European Cup. Only 14 days left until the final exam. Only 14 days left to get 81%, the long-awaited desired 81% that I had bargained for. Still in the queue, not letting us stomp on the battlefields. Yeah, I know about Torstenbul's nickname, but I was referring to the viewer with an Arabic name. I can't read Arabic. I can't pronounce it. Rip matchmaking. There we go. Starting with a battle on Rockfield. Haven't played yet today. So firstly I need to warm up. I hope Blast can carry me, at least for the few battles in the beginning. Haven't streamed for some time as well, so I need to get used to interacting with the audience while playing. I'm really sorry, I'm not that active nowadays. As you know, we are trying our best to prove that Legion's victory during the professionals earlier this year was not a coincidence. That we won because we were the best, and we are trying to reassure our fans that we can do it this time as well. Hope the version pays off. We're playing against international opponents, not necessarily against the European teams, as we have press accounts, so we can train against teams from other regions, from other servers, from all over the world. We can try some new tactics. We can get to know some new approaches. This guy is AFK, so we can kill him on our way to flank the enemies. 2 tanks down already, but we are losing 2, so it's an even trade. Our teammates are snapping from the back, so we have to be careful here. We cannot go too deep, as they can all just instantaneously turn around and kill us. At the end of the day, we're just mediums, even though T-22 mediums. But we have a nice 7, we can easily surprise the Type 61 here. And I wanted free, and they will later on, who can get easily perma-track and delete it. Should prioritize the weakers, but the Grill is the one exposed at the moment, so we can track him, try to at least. And secure the cap victory as well, as we have the huge cap advantage. Can try to rescue the Waffle. Last is dead though, somehow. And it's a 2v2 suddenly. But I have to discourage the 140 from stopping the A-base. There we go. And the first ball is won. Without loads of damage inflicted. That's not necessary when you can team play with your platoon mate, with your team, to guarantee the victory in the battle. Why do I play with auto aim on? Because I find it helpful, I find it useful. I've been playing with auto aim enabled for more than 6 years. I got used to it. I'm a lazy person as well, and I play only with 2 thumps, so it would be really hard for me to play with without auto aim enabled while playing only with 2 fingers. Hey Bovan. Hey LT Ibrahim, welcome. Hey Credit Show. We have 40 people watching. We have new people to the live stream as well. New people tuning in. Really greatly welcome all the recent subscribers. This is the new camouflage on the T22, by the way, that I'm wearing right now. The recent professional camouflage that we were given for reaching top 8 in the Blitz Cup. I'm surprised this guy. You have to kill him. I'm just going in. Moving adrenaline and chasing him to death. As the enemy heavy tanks are coming. E5 should be the next one on the list. Can track him so that we can maybe even HE him in the back. Or we can track him again. And now just the lonely projector remaining, helpless. Unlike our team, because we're all together. Trying to play as a team, even though we're just a bunch of random players in a random battle. To catch the Vickers somehow. Still even 4 versus 4, so we cannot go too aggressively, just like in the previous battle. We killed 3, but we lost 3 at the same time. Can try to bite them from the right side. But they're all turning around. They're all coming back. He's making a massive mistake, though, by going in and trying to kill me. You can try to track him. And now, last together, we can kill the chieftain and the mouse shortly after. I can finish. Try to set him on fire. Very successfully. And just the waffle remaining, helpless. As usual, the last tank. Left alone going down, and the ball is won. Hey Mastery Blitz, welcome. Progetto 65 is not reliable in tournaments. It is a really reliable tank in randoms and in ratings, but for tournaments, no. It's too big and too paper at the same time. Even though the hull is trolley, the turret is just paper. Probably in on a mediocre level, Progetto can be easily used because it won't get punished for its mistakes. But when you have a T22 or when you have a Vickers or a 140 or a Leopard, when you have so many mediums to choose from, and if you can position them properly, the Progetto will always get outclassed, even though it has the clip potential. Hey Swar, welcome. I think Vickers is strong in tournaments, but I think 140 or Leopard or T22 is even better. Sometimes a Vickers is better than all of these 3 tanks I mentioned because it has to use his view range. But the Vickers' armor is also very troll. Can bounce a lot of shots even though you may think it's paper. And it's so small nowadays as well. Vickers is definitely used. But if I were to choose, I would be more scared of a 140 or a T22 than a Vickers. They have more DPM. They have more reliable hull armor, frontally especially. Vickers' armor is dependent on your RNG and on the enemies. You're playing cooldown. We can still try to inflict some damage nonetheless. It may not be the most efficient approach. Some tanks are already dying in the city, I think. The E5, the mouse yellowing in. I didn't notice. Already 2 tanks down. 2 tanks deleted even. I'm holding 2 meds on the right and a K91. So our teammates can do something useful on the left side. Like pressure the 140. For example. I can pressure as well. Now since they all turned around and went a bit backwards. T62A for example is a good target to focus. I'm not peeking too much, so only the T62A can shoot me if anything. K91 has a clip on, I cannot afford to lose any HP even though we have the huge man advantage. Significant 3 man advantage. Now I finished the T62A and I'm going in. Now I can use my HP, it's late game. Just 3 enemy vehicles remaining. There we go. Another win. 3 wins in a row so far. $140 because of the speed, because of the gun handling, because of the hull armor as well. Sometimes the front of the T140 is better than the T22s. If players know how to aim. Hey Capsule. Hey Thomas, welcome as well, nice to see you again. I'll see whether I can play the 50B today. So far I'm trying to increase my win rate as significantly as possible. That's why I'm playing the double T22 platoon on tier 10 with Last. Not guaranteeing the 50B appearance, but I'll see what I can do later on. Last is Avk is Last is Avk, that's his, well you're right, he has been changing his names recently. Before he was Yeji Legion, Yejolate, Ice Cream Chilling as well. He had a lot of nicknames. Lastisavk is his genuine nickname. He was in Legion during Professionals tournament. Now he's playing the Blitz Cup in EG. We can 2v2 them, no fear. As long as we don't block each other's shots. And as long as we hit our shots. Vickers may not be even able to ban me. I'm low though already, I'm one shot. This was not a good move. No, it's definitely not a good move. I missed the T62A once as well. That made me lose some additional HP. But Last can still do it. He has his teammates supporting. Hey Fusilier. Yeah, we could have run away. It was a 2v2 though. but we didn't really manage to coordinate good enough to be able to outclass them. We have significant HP advantage. Hey Juicy. Yeah, I thought in the T20 you can just YOLO in and the battle is won. Apparently not, you have to use your brain cells a little at least. We can try the 50B. Meanwhile we're waiting. Provided last is in garage as well. Can open some containers. We have the huge one waiting. What tier 10? Not tier 10. We can get credit boosters. Easy clap. We have so many credit boosters. We have thousands of boosters. Okay, let's give the T22 another chance. Yeah, I'm a tester and I did test a new tier 10 French heavy. You can see it in my statistics. I definitely don't regret grinding any of my tier 10 tanks because my goal was to grind all tier 10 tanks and to research all of them without skipping the lines. You can see I played with all vehicles, mostly with all vehicles, even the most crappy ones. Even though I'm not playing with all of my tier 10s over and over again, I don't think there's a vehicle I regret grinding because I just wanted to have all of them. So far I need the Crown Wagon, I have the tier 9 and still the Harry, I have the tier 9 Harry untouched. In my garage waiting for some wonder to happen. Leopard 1 getting bullied. Need to get rid of the E75 ASAP, so it can be a 1-for-1 trade at least. And Last has to somehow escape, I don't know why, but he has to somehow. There's a convoy we may be able to catch off guard. If I keep him spotted for my teammates. Last was able to run away, eventually. There's another TD in the B base though. Going to outtrade this convoy without losing any significant amount of HP preferably. He's not really focused on me though. Leopard died just now, so it's fine. They have the base though, they have the couple advantage, but we can kill Conway for free. And the Progetto shortly after. They're still not really bothering to look at me. Where is Last? Last is dead. Okay, now the Cory can be killed. Some Mach players. Cory has to be killed. I need to prioritize killing the E5 now. He is, I think, a skilled player. But I have to pan him. What is the grill doing though? What is this? What is this? To finish the Leopard. don't know what the grill did, but didn't really help. I bounced off the E5s back twice as well. I'm just helpless. Too armored. They will 116,000 bells. And making such a move? Questionable. Let's try... Should we give the T-22 another chance, or maybe we can take a different medium at least? I would go with a 1-1. Hey, big buttons, welcome. Now we can maybe win the match. Last time we split it with last again. It's one of the reasons. Even though we killed the E75, even though the Leopard escaped. Last didn't. Getting bullied early on. E5's coming. I'll get cornered. If I avoid that, I have to run away. I-7 is in our corner somehow. And our teammates are about to get massively crossfired. Unlock. Yeah, I don't think the mats are working against an E5 platoons. Hey, Mr. Noob. My opinion is about the elections. Of course I do care. Even though I'm not from the US, I'm from Poland. But the US presidency has an impact on the whole world. It has an impact on the country I live in as well. So of course I do care. And I was rather favoring Biden as well. Let's try some heavy tanks maybe. Can use FV. Hey Teamco. Hey Artico, welcome. Hey Stygian. Well, I don't think Biden is about to make more worse. I think it's exactly the opposite. A VK could be good. I can try the VK as well. I haven't really played with the VK recently. Hey, Tequila. Same platoon again. Find a proper position. Can easily get rid of the T-57 for free. And then the E5 shortly after. Standard B as well. E5 has to be deleted finally. You can pan his back even with a cheese. This time he has given up. The good thing about Trump, I see, is that he would be constantly bullying China. That's good for the whole world as well, because China is getting too powerful. It's getting too much influence, especially nowadays amid the coronavirus pandemic. But apart from that, I don't think he's my candidate if I were to choose. Yeah, I think the FV was way better than the T-22 or any other medium, especially against an E5 platoon. Hey, Jakub. So yeah, thanks for coming. He's being capped. Maybe we can decouple, we can farm them running away from the B base. That's what you can do most of the times on vineyards and randoms. Especially if you are in a platoon, you are playing with a meta that can spot them running away. Blind shoot, maybe. I think he managed to go back. Hey, help to win. The European tournament starts in exactly 2 weeks. Oh, we did hit him. It starts on November the 20th. next Friday, like tomorrow, we have the grand finals of the Asian tournament. Next weekend, starting on Friday, we have the CIS regional finals, and then next week it's time for Europe, and then the last weekend of November we'll be able to see the team from NA fighting for a $50K prize pool. Well, still not winning, I have to watch out. I really have to watch out. Last one straight in. But that's already one, I think. Now it is, even if I die. Because there are just startless TDs remaining, which can get easily outmaneuvered. I didn't see the first game of Feast against GV, I think. But I saw a few battles of Feast against ID earlier today. And I have to tell you that they wasted so many opportunities. They had the advantage so many times, especially HP advantages. If not most of the games. HP was always in their favor, from what I've seen. And they were always wasting that HP advantage. So many bounce shots as well that I noticed. But it was not only Fizz, but the majority of crucial shots, especially on IS-4s, were bounced. In a 3 versus 3 situation, for example, every shot matters. Every single bounce can decide about the outcome of the whole battle, and as a result of the whole series. And panning tanks, it's like such a simple mechanic. You may think it's such a simple one. Of course it's not it's not a piece of cake to pan reliably. That's why not everyone is playing in that tournament. But on such a level, it is really important. Individual performance. It's not only about tactics. Because at some point, you don't have to have the most masterminded, insane, thought-over strategy. No. You can you can just get map control, and you can wait for the enemy to make the move. You can wait for them to make the mistake, and then with your individual performance, with your skill, with the ability to hit and pan your shots, of course, together with quick decision making and team play, you can win every single battle. If you don't have the early advantage, thanks to the strategy, for example. There we go. Ooh, more tanks coming. Can I hold them alone? Not so sure, I have to fall back, I think. He missed. I'm waiting, even though I may wait for 1 second longer, I'm waiting for my reticle to be smaller in size so I can pan. So I can HE him in the side, for example. I'm waiting. It's better to wait an additional second or two, but make sure you pan, than to hurry up and necessarily make a hasty decision and deal 0 damage because you bounce eventually. It's a random battle where here you are not punished for all of your mistakes, but still, practicing it is the best way to go. See you, Epic Buttons. Thanks for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I saw that 215B legendary cam was However, I think I'll stick to the one I have right now, the Code Chaos, as far as I'm concerned. It's good looking. Plus, it's our team scam. We use it on most of our clan war tanks. Enemy E5 again. I mean, Loka has been preparing as well. Everyone is preparing. Everyone can win. It's top 4 of EU. Like, the top 4 of EU hasn't changed for like 2 years. Maybe some clan names were different, but it's just it's constantly the same pool of players for 2 or 3 years. Actually, 2 years. 3 years ago, it was the old team of Legion as well, which was featured in the top 4 stages. Now it's just the same pool of players. They just change clan tax teams, but even nowadays they're just bonded. Which is good though, but just shows at the same time that there is nobody to replace them. Such a small pool of players, which is so hard to replace. Well, it's not a good position. Wasted so much HP for nothing. And there's the crown wagon. Need someone's help. Sub can help me, I hope. I don't have any repair kits left, so I cannot get trucks as well. There's the Sheridan coming though. Okay, which I bounced off. Okay, lucky I guess. Just cannot risk any. Can't risk any more. E5 has to get lead somehow. Well, they have so many one-shots. I'm one-shot as well, but we have full HP tanks. The R7 is full, the E25 is full, there's some TD camping in the back as well, the Yag. They can do something. Yag missed. Punish him. Bully a bit. There we go. Even though I'm a one-shot, I'm still inflicting damage, like the T22 in the Feast game, which didn't get finished. I have 29 HP, I'm still farming damage. Still bouncing. And we're eventually winning this game. There we go. Yeah, you should never, you mustn't underestimate Raid's potential, even though they may have been struggling, even though they may not have been first in top 8 in the top 16, doesn't mean anything. It's top 4 stage, it's another stage, everyone has 0 points, everyone starts from the same level once again, and we'll be playing a best of 5 where everything can happen. Best of 5, you just need 3 battles to win, and you need 3 battles to lose and you're out. You're knocked out to the lower bracket, and you're 1 loss away from getting knocked out from the whole tournament that you had been practicing for a couple of months. The fact that you're watching my live stream, it doesn't mean that you have to be supporting Legion, that you have to be cheering for me. I would be really glad if you did. Would be greatly appreciated, but like, it's everyone's preference. So no worries that I'm glad that we have Loka's supporters in the chat as well, as Loka is definitely a competitive team, which will definitely be a contender for winning the whole tournament. Yeah, the Raids team has undergone some changes, not even slight changes, but I would say major changes. They have a lot of new players to their team. They had Tamil, they had OG, Naro. Money Dude as well, who hasn't joined recently, but who joined like this year, I think. He was not in the 2018 team. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, I think OG is OG Project. Or are these two different players? Yeah, dear son. I'm definitely fine. How about you? Nice to see you tuning in. Welcome. Okay, seems like they're all going to the city. This is bad news because our tanks will just get deleted. They'll get deleted. I have to go to the corner to be able to inflict some damage before they die. And so that I'm still full down here and far away. Here I'm fine. If they rush me, our teammates should be able to crossfire. But at the same time I can constantly inflict damage. But I need to use my HP now. They're all turning around. I'm going in. I'm gonna finish the Conqueror. Some TD shot me. This is looking terrible. So many one-shots though. Pick up. Somehow it's a 5v3 already. I don't know what happened. 50M is suiciding. I don't know how we are winning this. Well done. Well, still not one, but we are definitely superior at the moment. VK is just driving around. Matchmaking worst. Does he have the Legion avatar? No. Why is he complaining then? 20% more RNG from the blue one, 50% from the golden one I have. Quick reminder, in case you didn't know. They didn't write it in the announcements, but I checked in the game files. See you, Adam, thanks for coming. So even though we lost 3 battles in a row, I think, before, now we're trying to bounce back. So far, having slightly above 70% win rate within 11 battles. Not bad, but you know. 90% is the new standard. If we want to reach 80%, we cannot have 70% sessions. I see that my corner position inspired a few of you. I'm glad that I can help. At the end of the day, this is the place where you should get inspired, or where you should benefit from what I'm doing, from what you are doing as well in the chat. Hey, nobody. I'm good. I'm super fine. The weekend has started. The first day of the Asian Blitz Cup has finished. The win rate increasing session is in progress at the moment. Not the most successful one yet, but about to be one. So trying my best, playing Blitz, enjoying the Friday afternoon or evening, as it's already dark, even though it's 4 PM. But winter is coming. Which one to focus? I guess the butt shot, because we can HE him. But we have to hit. Okay, the 1-1 is rushing. Okay. Like this, I don't think he's able to ban me even. If I wiggle. He can. I have the shield. Now I can easily finish him, and there's a budget flanking me, so I can turn already. He umracks me. I don't have any vertical left. But I can track him, so that my teammates can eventually get him. There we go. Hey 17IQ, welcome. Well, strats are not secret, like come on. The game is 6 years old. Clan Wars is 4 years old, 3 years old. Maps are still the same. Players are still the same. Clans are still the same. They have the same playstyles for a couple of years already. How many tactics can you make up on a map which has 3 bases and 3 major lanes? How many tactics can you make up? Like, there's nothing that can surprise you. It's all about the updates which add, nerf, or buff some vehicles, which change the meta, which changes strats. Lineups change. Tactics, I'm not so sure. Maybe there are some strategies which haven't been, which some middle tier teams haven't heard of yet. But for pro teams, like I don't think there's something which hasn't been discovered yet. Hey Charles, welcome. We need some distance from the enemies, but I cannot be that far away. They're about to rush. Yeah, well, like tactics changed maybe in 2017, between 2016 and 17, where like It was no longer 7 140s, but it was rather IS-7s and IS-4s and grills. But like now there are no major changes, apart from the fact that E5s are being overused. But like the purpose is still the same, it's just a different tank. It's still a heavy. We're just killing vehicles. I don't know, I'm not inflicting any damage and my teammates are just killing the enemies. They killed 3 tanks while I shot once. That's why you put the Legion avatar. The golden one. Well, you can have the golden one, you can have the blue one. And then you don't have to do anything, you can just spectate. You can become one of the 40% teammates which are just spectating the game and still winning. I'm definitely enjoying that. That's why I'm wearing the Legion avatar. And that's a 7-0, the enemies have 20 points. Effortless victory. I think you can still see a lot of maps on every map. 2, 3, up to 4 even. On different regions. I've been training against different regions, so I've seen more strats, more ideas, more approaches, not necessarily limiting to the EU server only. What can happen, Capsule? What are you referring to? Triple Progetto? I'm not a fan of Progettos. I don't think or maybe we are just not masterminded enough to see the Progetto potential. Or maybe I am not. I don't like it for claners. What is this guy trying to do? What are you trying to do? I need to rescue last. That's good, Ederson. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, there's a frame on the right indicating something. So far I'm gathering all my equipment. Cables, adapters, power adapters, wires. At the moment I'm not ready for streaming from my iPad and streaming from the camera at the same time, because I only have one capture card. But I am ready for playing with a webcam enabled during the Blitz Cup during the Blitz European Cup, as I'm the team captain of Legion, and team captains are required to play with their webcams enabled during the tournament. So there is a possibility that you will see me during the live stream if we win. I may get interviewed or something. You may see me, hopefully, cheerful after the balls after the victories. Well, the channel has to grow. I have to introduce some new features as well. Introducing some additional input would be, I think, beneficial for the whole live stream, even though well, I'm not an emotional player. But it could be fancy. Could look more professional, and that's what all we want. That's the purpose of my channel, professionalism. Getting to the masses, of course, but in a professional way. I don't have action 10 meg rush, but during the tier 8 tournament, it was promising. It was a good tank. Even though it didn't have the consumables, it had the third armor, which the current Nervan doesn't have. And it had a great gun. Yeah, but imagine you have a triple Progetto lineup, and like 90% of the teams now on the European server, at least, they have like 3 or 4 or 5 E5s. And even if you have 3 Progettos, I'm not really sure if they can kill just one E5 who uses reactive armor. I'm not so sure. And even if they can, it will take them so much time, and they'll be exposed for so long that they will just eventually kill one E5, and 3 of them will die. That's what I think of when I see or hear triple Progetto. Like, sure, the initial idea of just surprising an enemy, preparing an ambush, a trap, or just simply peeking at somebody trying to decap with triple Progettos, it's insane that tanks just gets deleted. But when, like in reality, it's not that easy to execute that, especially at the professional level. The way of success? Yeah, I've heard about Ufkunja's account on the EU server. He was even streaming, I think, while playing on that account. I mean, we'll see if he reaches more than 5k bells. I'm looking forward to seeing how good he is on the European server. He's insane on the CIS one. Like, he doesn't have to prove anything, but it would be interesting. Who I think will win an A? Haven't been following. I have no idea. I haven't been following top 8. But I think like everything can happen. We saw earlier today that on the Asian Blitz Cup, the favorites got knocked out the first day, and I'm sure lots of such scenarios will happen. It's just a best of 5, a double best of 5, and you're out. Even the best, like of the best, can have a bad day. Simply, can be unlucky, can get countered in any way. Have to go in. It's just a best of 5. Come on. No team is able to win best of 5s constantly in a row. Especially at such level of competitive gaming. Like, I suppose there are no bad teams on any server in top 4. So, some teams can get overconfident due to their results from previous stages. You mustn't do that. Some teams may be just underperforming exactly that day. It's really hard to predict. There are so many factors. Okay, it's a 2 versus 3 now. I don't need to H him, he's a double tap anyways. I need to use the E-Force firepower. It should ask for in the weak spot. There we go. Now just grill maining. Clap. Well done, E4. It was a 2 versus 5, 2 versus 4, I think, at some point. Hey, the Wolves, welcome. Yeah, basically nowadays in the meta on tier 10 clan wars you can see mainly tanks with like consumables, with speed boosts, with reactive armors. Because they're just outclassing their counterparts. You have a speed boost whenever you need to relocate, you have a speed boost, so even though you are slow on a daily basis, you have the speed boost whenever you need it. You may have not the thickest armor, but whenever you need to push and cross and take some damage, you pop up the reactive armor consumable, and you can eventually survive for longer than the mouse or 100, for example. So that's why I use E5, that's why I use the V. That's why I use Crown Bindings. Zero has to be... Well, he would need 2 more to be a threat. I didn't even have to press reactive armor. He banned just once. Now I'll do. Unnecessarily. He banned just once. Same like his older brother. T20s are not banned from tournaments. They're just not the best. In randoms, sure, players don't care about their shots. They don't aim. They can't aim. They don't know where to aim. In tournaments, everybody knows how to ban a T22, and if you know how to ban a T22, it's useless. Because the only thing that makes the T22 sometimes better than others is its armor, its troll armor. It is bigger, chubbier, slower. It has terrible gun handling. That's why you see 140s, which are faster, which have better gun handling, more aggressive. You take Leopards, Vicaruses, Sheridan sometimes. Like, you will get panned anyway, so why would you... Doesn't matter if you're driving 140 or a T22, you get panned anyways. So why would you sacrifice mobility? Mobility is all you need in Clan Wars. You have to be able to respond whenever it's necessary. Not only sometimes, you have to be always able to be able to respond. When your heavies needs help, you have to be there to help them. When you're chasing something, you have to be fast enough to get it. .140 is better than T62A, and I'm sure it's even better than T22. If properly utilized. Like T22's strength, without a doubt, turret armor. The best. From all tier 10 mats, the best turret armor. But sometimes, when you have a strat where you're not playing cooldown, but you're pressuring straight away, playing aggressively, getting map control early on, flanking the enemies, you don't need turret armor. So why would you take T22 just because it has good turret armor? When eventually you won't be playing hold down anyways. It's all depending on your understanding of the game, on your game plan, approach, what you want to do. if you can somehow, if there are some arguments on why you should take that tank, just take it. If you know, if you're sure this tank is going to work, just take it. But there has to be a reason, it has to be logical. To kill the ground wagon, but I don't know how it bounced off his cupola. Last is cross-firing. We can HE him now. High 7 camping. 268 dropped. They're flanking though. I have to rescue one in free. I7 is useless, I think. Yeah, the I7 is pretty useless. I have to rescue one in free. Face up. Nice. Now the Vickers is stuck. So you can keep pressuring with the Sate. Cannot be in the crossfire though. So I'm falling back. Oh no. Have to round this guy. Let's shoot this one. Or maybe survive one more with luck. Nearly getting one more in HE. That would have decided about the whole outcome of the battle. Progedo is AFK. Or not. He isn't. Okay, sorry. Well, that should be one. Fought bravely enough, I think. Hey William, nice to meet you. STB? No, STB is no-go for tournaments. Not enough DPM, not enough hull armor, not enough mobility, too big. I don't see logical reasoning when it comes to taking an STB in current European meta at least. I don't think the slightly thicker T62A turret armor is that significant when you can have more mobility. When you're taking a 4-4, you're not holding a position. Simply. You have other tanks to do. You have E5s. You won't be holding with meds. With meds, you're constantly trying to find the weak spot of the enemy. You're trying to find a crossfire angle, and you don't need good turret armor for driving around the map or finding crossfire angle and shooting the enemies. You shoot with your gun, not with your turret. So we have over 80% again, thankfully. 30B has great mobility, sure, but it has no DPM. No DPM at all. This map again, well, I don't like this map. Should I go with the mats or not? It's a 2 versus 2, well, I guess I have to rely on last. Because the problem with this map is when you have terrible mats, the enemy mats, they just flank you and you're all in the ditch in the middle and you just get wrecked. That's the problem. And you can never rely on your teammates in random battles. Well, now they're all coming here, so C is free, so last can take the enemy spawn and farm all of them. And we just have to hold for long enough so that... What is this? So that we're not rushed. And still alive. Till he gets their back. Make sure to click the like button, by the way, guys, if you haven't done it yet. It's really helpful. I'll be really glad if you did so. Any kind of support is greatly appreciated. Okay, we already lost that 268 somehow. How last do you have the pressure? There's a Yag. He's not peeking. I kind of think advance a bit now. I don't know, this guy's suiciding. This guy's definitely suiciding. 1-to-1 I can be crossfired. I can play more aggressively as a result. On the 120. There we go. 1-to-1 is carrying off last. A is being held more or less. We still have some tanks there. We still have a TD in the back. Something on the right. Another TDs in the back. There's the Yag. Oh, last has the pressure. I don't know how I missed this. We're dying on the left, you have to go. I don't know how I'm missing these shots. I just don't want to go in. IS-4 has to get killed now. Last eventually died. They have the points though. Didn't see the 1-to-1. That was the problem. Could have rushed. Could have rushed though. Hey, whoops. Hey, Angelo. Yeah, well, our tier 9s weren't really helpful. Not really experienced 5k bows. I wasn't really useful in the middle as well. On the sides of hesitating, I have to go in. Pressure either left or right, I'll help. Either left or right. The Wolf, the title final exam is the Blitz Europe Cup. I am in the last grade as well, so the final exams are waiting for me, but they are next year in May. My plans after school, most likely something connected with IT. Hey Ivana, welcome. Hey Nkasi, nice to meet you, welcome. Should I go to the middle of the city? Let's go. I don't think there's a point in me fighting on the right with the Mets when I can just set another crossfire angle. Hey Zucker, welcome. FTB. I can hold them alone. Kappa. Maybe not. Maybe not. But our teammates can at least clear the right side as 4 tanks are going to kill me. I can be the sacrificial lamp. Can make them useless. Right side has to be rushed. E3 is flanking me, he will lose a lot of time. Can use the STI as cover. E3 is not really bothering with me. So I can still get an HE into the 50B. Maybe one more even, if I'm lucky enough. There we go. Yeah, I cosplayed the Juicy this battle. Hey Tunzi. Hey Fyodor, welcome. Hey Groyer. I don't need 3k average damage to win the battles. I have the Golden Legion avatar, which gives me 50% additional energy. The blue one that is available for everyone gives an additional 20%. And that makes me win the games without the need of dealing 3k damage or more. Plus I'm playing an OP platoon, so I don't have to really bother trying. Any tips on how not to get frustrated with bad teammates? I don't know. I don't get frustrated, as you probably noticed already, because I've played 30k battles, 40k battles. So I know that I used to get bad teammates, I am getting bad teammates, and I'll be getting bad teammates, and that everyone is getting bad teammates. So why would I even bother getting frustrated on them? Like, if you are deciding to play this game, I think that you agree on getting bad teammates. I wouldn't be surprised if it's written somewhere in the terms of use. You just have to somehow get on with it. Like, I know what I'm capable of. I know what my teammates are capable of. They're capable of not much. And once you're aware of that, once you admit your own mistakes as well, like everyone makes mistakes, but not really everyone is willing to admit to them. And I'm able to realize my own mistakes. So if I'm frustrated, that's mainly because I made a mistake. But I'm able to quickly get rid of that mistake because I'm aware of it, in order not to make the same mistake again, at least. Well, what helps me is also that I'm quite calm and patient on a daily basis.
Let's get this show on the road.
But like the fact that I'm 80%, doesn't mean that I'm getting bad teammates only 20% of the time. I don't think that's the case. I'm getting the same teammates that you get. Differences in how to use them efficiently and how to be efficiently yourself as well. Okay. Let's speed boost out of here, I'd say. Which is not the best decision. I wanted to do decap C, but they were very well positioned. But they're split. We can either pressure C with blast through the bridge, or kill the lonely 50B on the right. I'll choose pressuring C, as the 50B is useless anyway. He can give one on the way crossing. Nothing else. Can kill the STB. There we go. Hurry next. Plus can finish. Or the E5 can finish. And that's how we win another game with probably 2k damage. There's no need for me to deal more. There's just not enough damage on the battlefields. Dismantling the enemy is just outplaying them tactically. Yeah, like my 30 day was slightly below my overall last month. It was around 78%. But now my 30 days is around 85%. It's like my average 30 day. One I'm able to actually maintain if I'm playing for win rate. At the moment we have around 80 within 20 battles with last on tier 10. I think that's a satisfying result, but it doesn't really bring us closer to the desired 80% at least. There will be a delay. After the tournament stream is finished, I think you'll get them today or in a few days. Definitely. You never get them straight away. Make sure to click the like button, guys. By the way, we have over 40 people watching. We have over 40 likes. I'm sure there's still someone who hasn't clicked or forgot to click the like button. I'd be really glad. Yeah, I don't know what low tier is either. Could you elaborate on that? I don't know. I'm playing on a tier 10. Hey Turtle, it's welcome. Yeah, above 2k damage, above 2k average damage on tier 7, I think is a pretty good result. That's my average as well on tier 7. However, my current 30 day is, I think, the average tier around 7, and average damage around 2.6. Okay. Be slightly above 7, but I think the average damage is around 2.5, 2.6. But I'm mainly playing with tier 8, tier 10. I was playing with the Emil. I was playing with the Chinese WZ. Let's go. Wrecking the enemies, literally. Failing a cheese. Hey Mo, welcome. Stomping the enemies once again. Hey Ladil, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. For a longer while. Nice to see you again tuning in. I think the choice is obvious. Blitz is the most important thing. I think it was a rhetorical question, wasn't it? There we go. The 1.5B is definitely worth going for, worth grinding, worth the effort, even though it's really free XP or experience in general requiring. You have to unlock so many moles for Carnarvon, for Conquer, but they're comfortable to play once you have all the necessary modules researched. Black Prince is really good. Maybe the Churchills are, well, a pain in the neck, but you have to just somehow get through with that. Yeah, and that's already an hour and a half that just went. Time flies. We'll be probably finishing soon. Oh well, it's already fully dark. I may get some rest. I'm in live for a while. Enjoy my weekend. New reality is, well, enjoying the weekends in bed. Yeah, you just got up for the day. It's already dark. Hey, no, Peter, welcome. Okay, there's a wagon. I hope I don't get stuck. Shit. Okay. Another one. No. I have to quickly help my teammates. There are 2 tanks which are useless. The Crown Wagon and the AMX are useless. 3 tanks. Well, I just mustn't get trucked. And I'll be good. What? Oh, I don't have to help them, so that I can just hold the AMX off for a while. Okay, Counteract. Oh my god, 20 seconds reload. What? Help. Wasn't the best idea, was it? Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Karma. What? Matrix. Still one shot. Still dealing damage. I don't know, but I could have thrown it so hard, Amix. He was such a bad player. And he made me completely useless for the rest of the battle. Luckily, well, we had our teammates who won at least the high grounds, but me and Lasses. We win the battle. I don't care. As long as we win, I don't care. At least my sacrifice was useful. Even though it wasn't planned beforehand. Yeah, well, I'll definitely put that frame on the right side to use. At the moment, I'm still unable to. I don't have a second capture card. I need a second capture card to be able to capture the video from my camera while streaming. At the moment, I'm only able to do one, either stream or show my camera. Well, I will have to host some podcasts, I guess. But I should have my second capture card after the tournament. Well, so far I've bought the tripod, I've bought the power adapter, so that I don't have to worry about batteries. I've got an HDMI adapter. I'll just need an additional capture card. And the camera, of course. I already have. Hey Simon. Of course I can use the phone to get the image. However, it's also not that easy. But like the content I'm producing has to be quality, come on. Well, me and Last, not really successful, but we win anyways. Who cares about damage, after all? Like, I'm a professional player who is aspiring to at least produce quality content. That's why I have a decent camera. I just need an additional capture card to capture the video from the camera. Yeah, I'm also worried about the future of the Legion team, but so far we are focused on the short-term goal, which is proving our supremacy on the European server in the Blitz Europe Cup, and then we'll see. We don't know how the world will look like next year. We don't know how the game will look like next year. So we don't want to speculate. We don't want to promise anything. Time will tell, simply. But we may have some, yeah, we may have some membership problems. That's right. But there are some people, you know, from different teams which will be looking for some new teams, so it's never a problem. But it may not be the same team. Uh-oh. Like if Legion needs immediate replacements, Tonzi, I have your discard, so we should be good. You like the IS-4, you like the Leopard. We'll just need to discuss the salary. I don't know how much you're able to pay us. I'm so useless though here. Getting farm. Can we unwrap this guy? Kappa. 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 Hey D8J. The best tier 8 tanks in my opinion for win rate farming. The Chinese WZ. T44. Chimera. In platoons of course, 250. Let's see last. Emil, the moment tech 3. Hey X5, welcome. Nice to see you tuning in. Thanks a lot. I don't think this one can be won, even though there are so many one-shots. Or maybe... Oh, 268 is one-shot though. Last can do it. I've seen him clutch a few balls already. Once, I think it was a 1v5 or something, I died. The last was left alone in a 1v5. I went to the kitchen. I came back and the bell was won. They're all pretty low. He was in the T22 at that time as well. He can also win on cups, even if he kills like 1 or 2 of the enemies. The E100 is a problem though. He's the most healthy one here. But the E100 is not as significant as he doesn't have ability. Nope. I was completely useless, I don't know. I lost so much HP. I don't think this was an example of playing the game properly. Any tips for win rate grinding? Well, playing with players who you're platoon compatible with, not necessarily players with incredible stats. You have to find a group of people who you can understand in game and who you can win with. Don't really focus on dealing damage. As you can see, I have below 3k average damage on tier 10s, and I'm still able to get nearly 80% on tier 10 reliably. Hey Ghost Rider. Yeah, I did play Peace Tour of Tanks before Blitz. If you want to win more games, you must be confident and you have to analyze what's happening on the battlefield. Quick decision making really pays off, especially in lower tiers. It's a random battle, so the players are not able to communicate with each other most of the times. They're just driving around somewhere. They're not really organized. They're not united. It's easy to catch somebody off guard and to punish a lonely vehicle. And it's a 7 versus 7 game, so one tank down it's already a significant loss for either your or the enemy team, even though it's a random battle. Well, the chieftain is likely to cross, but he's hesitating, and that makes him completely useless. Even though he got shot, he could have crossed, and he could have still won the corner, because that's just a medium tank. against a heavy tank. Face to face. Another one crossing Progetto. This one eventually crossed, but he crossed with 400 health. And the chieftain tracked, deleted. And that's how we still have a corner, that's how Last is still alive. I hope. There we go. Another one coming. It's a zombie wave. I don't think Last is able to withstand the next wave, or is he? Oh my god. Come on. No, no. Unlucky. There we go, he goes down. One tank. Lured for 3 other vehicles. And we were just pre-aiming. That's how I win this battle. Even the pumpkin on the T-57 doesn't really help them. Yeah, tier 10 is not worth it for win rate. See the AG, DJ. Tier 10 is not good because tier 10 is not reliable, win rate wise, of course. No matter how good you are, you kind of have like, if I want to improve my win rate, I have to have 90% sessions to be able to improve it significantly, quickly, in a reasonable way. I can't have stable 90% sessions. Sure, I can win 20 in a row once. But then I'll have 70, 80, as you can see, like, it's not reliable. It may not make my win rate drop down drastically, but it's not helping me improve it significantly either. Hey Ghost Rider. Only 10 players remaining in the Legion clan because this is... these are the current top team members which are taking part in the Blitz Europe Cup. And we just wanted to limit the membership to team only for the duration of the tournament to avoid any disruptive behavior from other Legion clanmates. They'll be back to the clan. Last has to go. They'll be back to the clan as soon as the tournament's finished. Yeah, tier 7 is really hard to play with mets and lights on tier 7 nowadays, especially with so many annihilators and smashers. The tier 7 got bullied even more. By the AJ. Claim my missions. Let's claim some missions. So many missions. We have the premium pass as well. Speed up the process of claiming the levels. We have full gold vault waiting for or ready to be claimed. So we don't have any platoon mate at the moment. We can lay some wells alone. We can find a new platoon mate. We can finish the live stream, but finishing live stream without having at least 80% would be pretty meh. We can maybe play some low tiers. I haven't had a taste of low tiers recently. You can see who's there. The owner, Edgar General, Mark, let's see if there's anyone willing to respond to our invites. I don't like tier 5 and 6 because like all the vehicles for me on tier 5 and 6 they're like tasteless. They're all the same. They just have different names and different they look differently. But they're all the same. They have the same alpha guns. Plus, whenever I'm playing tier 5, I'm matched with tier 6. Whenever I'm playing tier 6, I'm matched with tier 7, especially nowadays with so many annihilators. I don't know what is this new clan that Mark joined, but well, Mark left Legion recently as he was not really happy, he was not really pleased with Legion. So he left, or he got kicked. Rumor. I think he left himself eventually. That's an impressive 30-day 268 stats. Stygian, well done. Hey Chasson, welcome. Are we waiting? Floppy's inviting us. We can maybe play on B2. Meanwhile, alone. While we're waiting. The owner left because he got kicked. Because we kicked everyone who wasn't in the tournament team. Owner will be back after the tournament in the clan. Yeah, I've recently also managed to reach the 1.5k subs milestone. Really grateful for that. But we are constantly growing. And we are willing to not only improve further, but grow the channel even more. There we go, B2 alone, we have to win this. Running the B2 with the professional camouflage. That's the professional player seal clubber starter pack. Legion avatar, professional camo, B2, push, hold position, prepare. There we go. Try harding. Farming the Panzer 38 NA. Out farming him. From distance. We have to help the Matilda though. Help the Kenny with the Matilda. Hope they can get corner. So that I can kill the Matilda. He is posing a huge threat once we get rid of him. It's one heavy tank down. On lower tiers, getting rid of heavy tanks is what you should focus on. Especially getting rid of Matildas, which are very dangerous. Especially for my B2. Farming him in the weak spot, but something's farming me in the side. AMX 40s. Before we're losing 0-3 already. Unlucky. No group, no win. Yeah, there are so many MX 40s from the premium pass. It's not easy to win nowadays. 0-4. We can do this. Can we? We need to prioritize finishing the Matildas. Have to pick one of them. 0-5. Wiggling. One down. And what? 1 versus 6. Insane. Still clubbing. It's easier to win on tier 10 than tier 4 or 3, I think, nowadays. 2 AMX 40s chasing me. To get rid of the one-shot Matilda. 3 one-shots. Oh no. Unlucky. We have some platoon invites though. Nobody responded to our platoon invite. But we can play with Stygian a few games. In tier 8 or tier 3, sure. And play some Kanyotsu. Let's go. 78 even. Let's try to get back to 80% and then we can finish the live stream. Even the players in lower tiers, they're having the raid avatar. I think the raid avatar is the most common. The most commonly used. Pumpkin on the steward. I don't think being AFK is helpful. We're losing another tank straight away. Hey, mortar. We can kill the Panzer. We have to, he's alone. There's another one, and there's another one. It was a bait. They played it so well. Such a bait with the Panzer. Great tactical approach. What can we do now? Not much, I would say. Valentine AT pushing. Stygian going down. We are about to lose another battle on tier 3. So I guess this is just high time we finish the live stream, as there is no point. We're still coming in tier 10. We wanted to try something more challenging, but we're not good enough. Yeah, so that's it. That's it, guys. 25 battles. Unfortunately, not successful enough to increase the win rate to 80%. But we've had some good games with last. We didn't really have good games on lower tiers, but it's fine. Thanks, Stygian, but I'm finishing. And see you soon, guys. Thanks for all the comments. Make sure to leave a like button if you haven't done it yet. It's really helpful. And see you soon. Not promising anything. I'm not really streaming regularly. Whenever I'm able to, I'll be live. So see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys.